What's your problem?
I've been married to you 25 years and you think I fucking lied to you.
What the hell? I ain't said nothing.
Your problem.
Now, we got to get this video made. Can you grab the camera, please?
I'm busy working. You might.
I need you to get the camera so I can show people.
You gotta talk with your fucking mask on, Pete.
I
Take
might.
your mask off and make your own fucking mask.
I'm showing people that it's important to wear masks like you're not doing. You're not wearing a mask.
Good.
Can you get the camera? Thanks.
I'm not arguing with you in this fucking video, Pete.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and take my mask off. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you. I'm sorry, can you get the camera? We got camera girl Minnie behind the camera today. She doesn't want to make a video. She doesn't like making videos. She says we're wasting time.
We are.
Okay. What we're doing is we're getting ready to put the race car stripes on the Camaro. Now the Rally Sport stripes, there's two Rally Sport style stripes. Now one stripe comes around here and goes down here and around. It's called a beehive stripe, a honeybee stripe I would call it. And then there's another stripe that if you come down here, it kind of goes around like that and then it shoots down here. So it goes bam, bam. We're not doing that. That's a hockey puck stripe. What we're going to do is we are prepping the hood, and I've already got the back prepped, and then all the other little miscellaneous pieces that need to be painted. And we're going to put the racing stripes on the hood and the deck lid, and of course, the rear spoiler. Was that enough time to cut in? Did we get a little cut in action there?
I guess, Pete.
So what I'm going to do, I get a lot of people that call me and email me and text me and they ask me, how do I sand my car down for paint? Well, it's very simple. You get a sanding block like you saw Minnie do and you start sanding. But my friend Pete's going to show you the easier way to do it, the faster way, the more efficient way to do it, so we can get this done and get it down the road. Now come on over here. Minnie's been working on this for about 35 or 45 minutes. And I want you to take a good look at this right here. Can you see that spot right there, or is it blurred out? Or?
Not really.
Okay. There's a spot there where the primer filled in a scratch, and she doesn't even have that out yet.
Okay, Pete.
If you look right here, please.
I'm going to turn it off.
Put the
If
camera
the video is to fucking criticize,
I had to show them. I'm not criticizing. I had to show them because I'm going to get them. Is the camera on?
Yeah.
Can you come over here, please? Camera person. Okay, whoever was sanding that, we don't know who it was. Okay, didn't go far enough.
Okay, yeah, Pete's the biggest dick I've ever fucking met. And if anybody out there wants him, you can motherfucking have him. How do you fucking like that? Now cut that in your little fucking video.
Okay, I guess Minnie's going to take a break for a minute, so we'll go ahead and continue. The reason that I was focusing on this one little section here is because when you do that, let me make sure we're in focus. Okay, we are in focus. When you do that, there's a lot easier and simpler way to get rid of that and more efficient. So a lot of people are asking me, how do I block sand my primer when it's primer ready? This car is primer ready. We've done all the body work to it. Everything's been done. And we got to block this down and get it ready for paint. So we're going to go through the procedure real quick, and we're not going to do the whole hood. We're just going to do one little section, but kind of visualize that we're doing the whole hood. Now, another thing about doing something like this, you want to do it in sections. I would literally cut that hood in 4 sections and then sand it down. And then Minnie, of course, did this sanding here on this piece. So let me show you what we need to do to make all this work. Minnie. Where's she at? Minnie. Minnie. I bet her phone's not even. She doesn't even have the phone, I'll bet. Her phone's out here. Her phone's out here. Okay. So I don't know where Minnie's at. Minnie's not here. Okay, so yeah, let me go get Minnie, and then we'll be right back. Go ahead and focus on that hood and try to visualize what's going on, and then my friend Pete will be right back with you. We'll go get Minnie out here to do the camera. Okay, so we're waiting on Minnie to get here, and I think she's coming around the corner. Can you grab the camera, please?
I thought you were done.
I'm going to do one section and show them how to do it so we can get done, please.
Well, you made fucking out of it.
Okay.
Or you can tell the truth and say she's not finished with this.
I never said you were finished.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say you were.
You implied that I was, and that I did a shit fucking job. Okay, yeah, Pete's the biggest dick I've ever fucking met. And if anybody out there wants him, you can motherfucking have him. There, you got that on camera too.
What we got here is a DA sander. Now this DA sander is a palm sander. This is not a DA sander that you would use for bodywork. This is a finish sander. That means it's a short throw sander that you control with your whole hand. Have you ever used one of these, Minnie the Bodyshop Girl?
Probably not correctly.
You're gonna make me laugh here, okay? Come on. It's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it fucking is.
I was telling people about this so they could see.
I heard how you said it.
Can you see that spot right there, or is it blurred out? Or?
Not really.
Okay. There's a spot there where the primer filled in a scratch, and she doesn't even have that out yet.
Fucking watch your fucking own recording.
Can you see that spot right there, or is it blurred out? Or?
Not really.
Okay. There's a spot there where the primer filled in a scratch, and she doesn't even have that out yet.
Fucking stop! And finish your fucking video.
Can you come over here, please? So what we got here is a DA sander. We're going to take a piece of 180. Now, a lot of people would go to the extreme of wet sanding the vehicle. Remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
Did you like wet sanding or?
No, I didn't, especially in the winter. It's fucking cold. And you wouldn't turn the fucking heat on.
Okay.
Because it's too hot for you.
Okay. So now we're gonna go. I just asked if you.
Yeah, I answered you.
I just asked what you liked better.
No, you didn't ask me that.
Okay, did
Back
you?
up the film and see if you asked me that.
Did you like wet sanding or?
No, I didn't, especially in the winter. It's fucking cold. And you wouldn't turn the fucking heat on.
Okay, let's just keep moving forward. So we got this sander, and we're going to take a piece of 180. Now, a lot of people would suggest that you be in the finished sand job for paint, you would go ahead and wet sand it. Now, you can wet sand it if you want to, but as Minnie the Bodyshop Girl said, it's very messy and sloppy. In the wintertime, it's cold. It gets your feet wet. All your clothes get saturated with mud. You got to pressure wash your shop out. So what we have went to in the last, 8 years, would you say?
Yeah.
What we've done, we've went strictly to dry sanding to prep the primer for paint. So the first thing I do is I take a piece of 180. Now, this is where it's tricky. On this particular hood, you got a lot of body lines on it. If you look right here, can you see that, Minnie, the camera person girl? Do you see that body line?
Yeah.
And then we come over here as I'm leaning on the car, and you got a line right here, see? Do you see that? And then, of course, we got this one. So when we're using a DA sander, we want to stay away from the edges. We don't want to hit the edges. What happens if we hit the edges? What happens if we hit the edges?
I don't know.
What happens is you're gonna sand through, okay? You're gonna sand it just like that, and it'll be either bare metal or Bondo, whatever is under there. Why couldn't you have just said that?
Because I didn't know.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you do. How long you been here? So we're going to take the short throw. Now remember, I'm not doing this whole hood. We're just going to do a section. We're going to go ahead and cut it in 4 right here. And if you look at this right here, look what we got. Somebody spilled liquid nail on that. I don't know who did that. I didn't do that. Do you know who did that?
I'm sure, I guess I did, since there's only 2 of us here.
Well, maybe I did that. So we're going to take our DA sander, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that liquid nail first. And I'm going to turn my heat up. My speed. Now I want you to watch real close as we're doing this. You can see that I'm breaking the primer down. I'm getting rid of the deep scratches and all of the orange peel using my DA sander. Now, one more thing I want to let everybody know, there is a guide coat on this primer, a very light guide coat. That's very important. Another thing that's important is that you need to keep your DA sander down. Don't use the edges of it. That's why it's a palm sander. Okay, so what we used to do in my old shop is we used to blow the dust off and it would just go everywhere. So what we do now is we take a nice clean dust broom and look at that. I don't have my mask on. Did you notice that?
No.
Did you notice that, Minnie the Bodyshop Girl?
Yeah, you just took it off when you started talking.
Okay. So as you can see, by using the dust broom, we don't have dust in the air. See there? Okay, hang on one second. I actually ran out of sandpaper. I'll be right back, okay? Maybe Minnie the Bodyshop Girl will commentate on how she likes to do stuff versus the way I do it. Maybe.
Pete is an asshole. Pete is a fucking asshole. Pete is a big fucking asshole. How you like that for a comment? I'm sick and tired of intentionally being targeted out here so that an argument starts. How do you like that comment? Put that in your fucking video.
Tell them how you do it versus the way I
sure
do it.
did.
We gave them a little example.
Yeah, you
Okay.
heard me, so quit acting stupid.
I didn't hear you saying nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I was all the way in the other
Well,
room.
then you need some hearing aids.
Okay, one more tip. Let me go ahead and take this off.
If you can run across this sandpaper right here, it's called USC, and this is the purple premium, I suggest that you get it. Now, I bought these boxes. I got like 20 boxes of each, and they were $11 a box. I'm sure they're a little bit more than that now, but I'm telling you, this is the best DA sandpaper. Am I right?
Yeah,
What are you thinking?
it's great.
Yeah, it works pretty good, don't you think, though?
Yep.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open this package up. Now, I think you get 50 in a pack, and this is 180. This is the USC the purple premium, and it's a very nice option to have, to let you know. So we'll go ahead and throw that box away too. Right here. So basically what you see me doing with this DA sander is I am breaking the primer down. Does that make sense to you, Minnie?
Yeah.
Breaking it down so when Minnie gets ready to block sand, it's a lot easier on her. She doesn't have to use all her muscles and, you know, dig into it. So the DA sander, palm sander, really works well.
Can you come over here and look at this? Now, I want to show you this here. You see those scratches right there? Okay, we got some orange peel over here still. See the orange peel? Watch this. Watch. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you, come on up here please. I'm going to show you what this DA sander can do for you. Okay, watch what I do now. Watch this. Are you ready? Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Do you see that? Do you see that, Minnie?
Yep.
We got a little bit right here. Hang on one second. Now, here's that scratch right here that Minnie the Bodyshop Girl forgot about.
Okay, yeah, Pete's the biggest dick I've ever fucking met. And if anybody out there wants him, you can motherfucking have him.
Watch what happens when I use the DA sander. Okay, so what you just saw.
So what you just saw, can you see me in the camera?
Yes, Pete, of course.
Okay. What we just saw is the first stage of block sanding your car out for paint ready action. I want you to notice I didn't burn through any paint on the edges because when I was using this, I was using it as a flat surface. I was not concentrating on these edges. You can still see right here where I have to hand sand that. So you want to stay away from those sharp edges. But look how nice that looks, just using a nice finished sander, DA sander.
Hang on.
What
Fucking
happened?
out of focus. Hang on.
Bring it up here.
Hang on.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Just, what does it fucking look like?
I'm
Showing the
sorry.
finish. It was out of focus.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck, man.
All right, good. Go ahead. So it looks nice, beautiful. I got to get this right here, so watch this. I'm going to get this edge right here. Now, granted, you will burn through the primer in some areas, whether you're hand sanding or machine sanding. Before we put this away, I want to let you know I have my air compressor. If we look over here, I have the air pressure if you have a regulator, I have that set around 120 PSI for usage. All right. And you really don't want to go any higher than that when you're using your DA sander. Between 100 PSI and 120 using a 50-foot hose. That'll drop it down about 20 pounds of pressure by the time it gets here. Now that we got the hard part done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the easy part. Now, very important, when you're doing flat panels like this, you need to use the right blocks. Using a block like this with your 180 on a big panel like the hood is going to give you ripples in it, it's going to give you fingerprints and all that. We will be finishing it out with this, but not yet. So we're still going to stick with 180, and I am going to use this block right here. It's very important that you use the proper blocks, and we're not talking Dura blocks. Dura blocks are for collision repair. That's what Dura blocks are specifically designed for, or in and out paint jobs, not for restorations. So by using this block here, what we're going to do to make sure we sand it properly, I'm going to open the hood just like that, and then we'll leave that open so I can get these edges really nice. So we're going to go ahead and whip this out real quick. Now, another reason we're using this is because this type of block, or even a block like this, come on over here, let me show you. I got several different ones. We got this block here we could use. This is a high-tech block. We got these blocks over here. All right, so we got a lot of blocks to choose from, but the blocks that I do not recommend is this brand right here. I do not recommend this if you want to do a quality restoration job, is the Dura blocks. Dura blocks are made for in and out paint jobs and collision repairs. They are not designed for classic car restorations or high-end stuff. And then you can also see, if Minnie brings the camera over here doing the beautiful job that she's been doing, you can see that I got many, many blocks in here. And I also have stock that I make my own blocks out of. So very important to have the right blocks. So what we'll do now, instead of keep dragging this video on, because the Minnie wants to get to work, am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in a better mood now, or?
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over our primer area using, take two. We're going to go over our primed area using, what?
The block Pete wants to use.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and finish this out with our 180 by using this block right here. This is the one that I chose to use. And we're just going to hand sand it down. And what this is going to do, this is going to level out everything, get all the imperfections out that we find. You can see that there was a high spot right here. Do you see that epoxy showing through? So that was a high spot. But when we put our high build primer on it, it feathered everything out and filled everything around it in. Once again, look what I'm doing. I'm not sanding that edge. Okay, let me get this side here. You gotta be real careful not to burn that primer. And like I said, it's okay if you do burn through the primer, you just don't want to burn a lot. Because we want to use our primer as a sealer. When my friend Pete seals a car for paint, I only spot seal it. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
I do not seal the whole car unless I have to. So here's a low spot in our primer. If Minnie can look at that real quick. Do you see that spot right there? I don't know if you can see, right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit dark gray. This is a high spot, but what we do is we just take our block, and that's why this block is really nice to use, and you keep blocking it out until that goes away. See there? Now, you see now it's almost gone. We still need to block some more, just a little bit. Okay, so that's telling me this was high, and then we had a small imperfection right here, and now it's gone. So we're going to keep moving forward. And we're just going to block our way to success. Now here's a little spot right here that Minnie the Bodyshop Girl has to pay attention to. Let me see if I can sand that out. But by using a block like this, you can really precisely sand stuff to what you want to do. So we're going to keep moving. And do you see how I'm using this sander? You can either use it 2 hands or 1 hand. Very nice. This really cuts it down quick. This actually works a lot better. And I haven't changed my paper yet, if you haven't noticed. Using a high quality block really breaks it down quick, where you don't have to use a lot of hand force. Less sanding. Okay, so we got our 180 done. There's a spot right here. Do you want to show them that? That's why you use a guide coat. Do you see that? Let's go ahead and block that out. Just like that. Look at there. Now it's gone. See? And that's why you use a block like this. Look, show them. See there? It's gone. Right, come on over here. Let's get this done. You know, I want to get to work too, okay? You know, I want to finish this out just like you do. So let me quit getting mad at me for no reason. Now that we went ahead and used this block here, we're going to go ahead and finish sanding that with our flex block, our hand block. We're not using our hand, we're going to use this in between it. And then we're going to take some 320. Just like that. Now, is this already done right here? Or?
No, I'm not finished with it, Pete.
You're still working on that. Okay. All right, then we'll just concentrate on this area here. You see how nice the broom works?
Yeah, it's great.
It's working beautiful. You want to trade me spots over here, please? So I got my 320 on a nice flex block, and this is a semi block. You can't see it, but it's hard on one side, soft on the other. I always like to use the harder side. And then now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get this edge, see, just like that. Look here. See there? And this is 320, people. This is 320 sanding that you're watching me do. Just like this. Look how I'm getting this edge now, see? See how I'm using this one, this flex block? Minnie? Now Minnie knows how to do all this, okay? She's not the student you are, by the way. And I hope that you're learning from these videos. We love making videos for people, am I right, Minnie?
Pete sure does.
Okay. So what are you saying, you don't?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because you antagonize me into an argument every time we get on film.
I'm not antagonizing nothing. I was just showing them a spot that you missed.
Okay. No, I didn't miss it because I haven't fucking finished.
Okay.
You like to say it's finished so you can start an argument with me.
So what we're doing now is we're lightly going over it with 320. Okay, so now that we have done that, this section of this hood is paint ready. We're going to go ahead. I think Minnie's done with this side, am I right?
No, Pete, I wasn't done with it.
Okay, you can keep working on that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to help you out. So that's basically what you do. Now, if you look at the hood, come on over here, because a lot of people are going to say, well, that's not paint ready, you got a bunch of spots. What I do is I spot prime. I do not, when I say, I spot epoxy prime my car. I do not epoxy prime the whole thing. This is 2K primer, it's high quality primer. We don't need to do that, we don't need to waste material. So what I'll do is I'll mix it up in my touch-up gun, and I'll come back and I'll spot prime all the areas, like here, right here, see that? Over here, right here, and I'll just spot prime all that in. Hang on, I had a hair in my mouth. So I'll just spot prime that in. I can't get Minnie to laugh for nothing today. Are you holding your laugh back, or?
Nope.
That was supposed to be funny that I had it. But I had a hair in my mouth.
I don't care.
Okay, so we have just learned how to sand the surface of your vehicle for paint-ready primer. I hope this helped you out. I don't know if Minnie helped you or not. I don't want to say anything, you know, that'll incriminate me to get cussed out some more. But is there anything you got to say before we go?
You're the professional.
Can I have the camera? Okay. Do you got anything to say, Minnie the Bodyshop? Come on over here.
Got nothing, Pete.
Over here.
If you want me to hold the camera, I will, but I'm not fucking coming over.
But we're not working back there. We're working here.
Good for you. When you get ready to work, let me know.
Okay, people, we'll see you later. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete. And of course, over in the corner, waiting, is Minnie the Bodyshop Girl.
Okay, yeah, Pete's the biggest dick I've ever fucking met. And if anybody out there wants him, you can motherfucking have him.
You're gonna make me laugh here, okay? Come on. It's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it fucking is.